So this run needs to still hit a couple of markers. We have 36 steps. We need to get to a computer. We need to get to the shrine. We probably need to get to the entrance hall with our sledgehammer. We need to get to greenhouse with our jackhammer. Let's do some counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We passed dining room along the way, so that gains us footsteps. So we're actually probably at like +9 right there. +8, 7, 6, 5, 4. We use a key. 3, 2, 1. So that puts us at 36 steps on the way out right now if we have accomplished everything else. So we have so many footsteps. Okay. Perfect. So things are going to be just fine in terms of footsteps. So we should go... Let's go north of Cloister, probably. We have... Is there any reason to go into Cloister right now? Or into room 46? I mean, frankly, if we went into Foundation, got the Antechamber, the room 46 open, and grabbed the crown, then that could help us avoid an effect of a red room. Okay, well... none of these are fantastic. Let's take an archived room. Let's just... Clock Tower is not particularly useful to us, as far as I know, for tomorrow. Let's just take archived. See what it is. That worked out really well. Okay. Do I go grab... Oh my god, there's a... Secret garden added food throughout the whole house. We have so many footsteps. Okay, in that case, we should probably go grab the, red crown? Like the... The blue crown? Sorry, I'm sitting here thinking, what else is really solvable today? Chamber of Mirrors is very solvable today, but unfortunately I'm drafting where I can only see 2 of the 3 options. So, 3 gems for something I know, I guess? I don't know that I needed that. I don't know that I needed that. I don't think that's worth it. Let's go grab the thing. We spend footsteps to get the... blue crown, which may help us from having a bad effect. Right? Doesn't the blue crown... I should really know this. Stop a negative effect from a room. The first room after you draft it. First room after you pick up the crown. I should really know that, but I don't. Okay. Either way, we should have plenty of footsteps. I hope that's the case. All we need to do is end outside. We need computer. We need greenhouse. We need workshop. We need dining room. And anything beyond that is just a positive extra fun times. So the next big hanging question about a safe is, what do you think the 4-letter puzzle answer is to that word back there that points us towards reservoir? The like second level rotating room, you know? What do you think that is? I don't know. That one could have ended in date. We know that, though. Hold up, I have an idea. It'd be really dumb if I got this right now. I think what I'm remembering is we looked at this. We looked at the last. Yeah, fuck. I can't do that. Okay. When I come up here, I have to like lower. I have to change the thing from below. I should write this down though. As the 7th safe, or potentially 8th safe, 8th safe, I'm not sure, is basement rotating room. And I remember that the last 2 letters could be D8 question mark. Maybe I'm misremembering. But if 8 dates crack 8 safes, a clever answer to a date would be to call it D8. And have that be the date rather than like, since it's not like numbers on that padlock, it's some letters and some numbers. What's the date that counts? I don't know. First date? A bad date? A blind date? A... Okay. We're being a little min-maxy, but I think it's fine. I'm having fun. I hope you are too. I can't believe we lucked out on the 2nd filing key cabinet. Like we thank God for Southern Cross because it allowed us to get archives directly after patio, which is so lucky. So goddamn lucky. So we need to go this way. Down to 30 footsteps. I am getting a little bit nervous about our lack of footsteps right now, but I think it's going to be okay. We added fruit throughout the house because of secret garden, and we have a dining room meal waiting on us. I also kind of want to grab this in case we do get throne room. The former ruby crown of Arinda Ares, recently set with freshly cut sapphires. The first time you draw a red room, you may remove it from the draft pool, gain a diamond, and redraw. That's right. Okay. So when basically when somebody tries to drag you down by giving you a red room, you can just remove it from the the draft pool. Okay. So I think we're still good to keep drafting here. Probably. I'm gonna need a key. No, I have a sledgehammer for the entrance hall, so I don't necessarily need a key for all those trunks. Three keys left. Drafting studio would be awesome. I'd love to add new stuff. That will take all of our gems. It will not give us a new gem because it is lacking in the safe here is a fake safe. Okay, that's all right. Coin. What do we add here? Dormitory? Vestibule. 3 of the doors in this room unlock and the 4th one becomes locked. God, that's so weird. It's a hallway, technically. I don't think this would be good. Wait. I can add classroom? I don't think that would be good. I don't think I want classroom. Do I want classroom on a daily basis? I don't think so. It is a costly room. If I could remove the cost from it, maybe. It is a costly room. I love getting to draft again. However, I don't know. Is it smart or not smart to add that to the list? I also know what it contains, whereas these I do not. I like the idea of dormitory. It's weird, but kind of cool. Same here. We're going to add dormitory. We're going to add dormitory. We may come back for, I mean, you know, we may add vestibule or classroom at some point, obviously, but I'd love to. But we have 0 gems. We have an archive thing that removes the possibility for us to know what we're getting. Break room is a big win. Big W here. Down to 20 footsteps. I should be a little bit careful about how I go about this, probably, but let's solve this. Just making sure that didn't say anything new about people's names. Okay, some math. 6. 20 minus 18 then squared is 4. 4 squared is 16. Minus 15 is 1. Plus 4 is 5 squared. 25 minus 15 is 10. 20 minus 20 is 0. Minus 3 is negative 3. Divided by 3 is 1. Squared is 1 plus... Sorry, times 4 is 4. Double keys. Let's go. Okay. These are not the problem exactly, but that's all right. We're just going to keep drafting. Do I have the footsteps? 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13. At this point, I get steps. 33. I think I probably still got the steps. To keep drafting. And anytime I draft, I could get like a... I mean, I'm not, because it's... I don't have any gems. But I could get like... throne room or any of these new additions to the drafting pool. That's why I keep trying. Gotta keep trying, right? God, what a fun run this has been. Okay. We'll draft here. Well, archived floor plan. I do have the ability to keep I have dice. But bummer. I kind of want to figure out these other rooms before I just go down to 15. Am I sure I've got the steps? Yeah, I definitely have the steps to make this happen. Removed from today's draft pool. If I dig into a kennel, it would unlock that room. That's not particularly important to me, but it might also trigger the thing down low. What am I looking for here? What rooms am I looking for? I was mostly looking for like Chamber of Mirrors, but that has kind of gone by the wayside. Let's do it. Let's remove from today's pool, get the gem, and take a risk. Okay, I have tons of gems now. 12 footsteps. We're just drafting for fun, I guess, at this point. I don't know, man. 11 footsteps. 10 footsteps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is actually a little harder to get back than I would have guessed. So this is actually... This is a red room. It tells me. What are the red rooms waiting for me? Weight room, gymnasium. Gymnasium would Be bad. Lost and found. We could enter dormitory for the first time. That means that our dice go pointless. There was no real reason to have them. But let's do it. It might give me footsteps, and I get to check out the new room. Footsteps and new room. Holy shit. Spin the globe. What else is new? Dormitory. Korerica University. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's good. That's all good. That's all good. There's chess. There's a pawn. Why does it matter? Pawn in dorm. Sure. There is an architectural digest. Holy shit. Okay. Volume 2. Wait, have I never read this? Nope. No, I have not. Okay, Volume 2, Drafting Strategy. Let's go. I have read 1, 3, 4, and 5, and potentially, I thought I maybe had read another one somewhere, but I don't know. Architect, Volume 2. We will save these photos. My Type of Room by the editor. The categorization of floor plan subtypes. As architects, we know that designing a building is a complex and multifaceted process, from the layout to the details. Every decision we make can have a significant impact on the final result. Perhaps that's why we're always looking for ways to improve our craft and refine our ideas. In this edition of Drafting Strategy, we're excited to introduce a useful concept that can take your designs to the next level: room subtypes. While we previously explored the use of colored floor plans to categorize the basic kinds of rooms, in this issue we will be examining architectural symbols that can be used to further classify and differentiate the types of room in your house. These symbols provide the draftsman with a visual way to indicate the purpose and function of a room. Whether it's a designated workspace, a utility control room, or a conundrum. What does that word mean? Conundrum? There's no way that's a real word, right? A conundrum I've heard of, but what is a conundrum? Google says, are you... Okay. I don't see okay. I don't see an actual answer, so I'm not going to Google anymore because I'm nervous that it would include spoilers. I'm familiar with conundrum, but not conundrum. These subtype symbols can communicate the intended use of a room at a quick glance. By including these symbols on their floor plans, architects can make it easier for contractors and builders to understand their vision and bring it to life. But the benefits of floor plan categorization go beyond just clarity. By understanding and identifying subtypes, architects can craft strategies that surpass the surface-level simplistic approaches commonly used by inexperienced drafters. I feel called out by that. Take a screenshot. Next room. Next page. The craft of the draft. Drafting rooms are floor plans that affect the draft pool or the drafting process. As such, they are spaces often designed for activities related to academic pursuits and research. Some of their common features include floor plan redrawing, draft pool manipulation, and rarity adjustments. I love these type of rooms. As students of the art of drafting, aspiring architects can greatly benefit from the knowledge, experience, and learning opportunities that these rooms offer. Classroom in a class of its own. Academia isn't only found in the mountains of Korerica. Classroom is a great example of the scholastic strategies that this room type has to offer. Not only does it provide synergy for other drafting rooms, but it's also a valuable source of information and knowledge. Did you know that classrooms you'll find will fall under one of 8 different grades, ranging from first to the culmination of your academic journey, grade 8. However, there are rumors of an additional annex classroom at Mount Holly Elementary used solely for exams and student testing. Finding it has been near impossible as it requires drafting more than 8 classrooms. Let's go. Let's go. Shifting gears. I can't wait to do that. Architectural Digest Guide to Mechanical Rooms. Far from the pristine white pages of academia, the mechanical world is a rugged industrial space, marked by the symbol of the gear and stained with the grime of the heavy machinery. These floor plans prioritize function over aesthetics. The design of each mechanical room reflects this focus on efficiency. These rooms serve as the command centers for a state operation, housing the control systems that keep everything running smoothly. Ducts and ducts. Three-way rooms split ducts 3 ways. Boiler room. Did you know drafting from a door that is steam-powered will increase the likelihood of drawing rooms with ducts? Turn the power on, Ryan. God, where was this a week ago? Boiler room is known as a power source because it provides steam power to various rooms in the house. Steam is conveyed room to room via ducts that run across the ceiling. Power can be transported across great distances as long as you continue to string together rooms that contain power ducts. When you're in a room, look up. There might be a duct. I was kind of hoping it would list. Here is the exact list of rooms that include ducts in them. No time like the future. Architectural Digest Guide to Tomorrow Rooms. Some rooms offer long-term benefits rather than immediate resources. These floor plans, known as Tomorrow Rooms, are considered an investment for the future. And they offer the forward-thinking architect a number of strategies that will pay dividends down the road. Strategic planning is critical to drafting success. Knowing when to forsake the current day's progress to set yourself up for a prosperous future is a critical decision that each architect will encounter. Time freeze. Nothing better exemplifies setting yourself up for tomorrow at the expense of today than freezer. But drafters who may not want to totally abandon their current day's progress will be pleased to know there are a few clever ways to manipulate frozen assets. Entering furnace or sauna after drafting freezer thaws any frozen... It just says entering. It does not say drafting. It says entering. Will thaw any frozen gems or gold you are carrying, and you will once again be able to use them. However, if you still wish your accounts to carry over the next day, you re-enter and refreeze. If furnace is drafted within a few ranks of freezer, the temperature will start rising, everything will melt, including your assets. If the temperature gets too high, refreezing will no longer be possible. I have to know how that works exactly. But I have not had that kind of luck. Perplexing plans. Puzzles. Any architect who loves a challenge inevitably ends up drafting a few puzzle rooms in their own house. These floor plans, marked only with a single enigmatic jigsaw piece, lack accompanying text and explanations as if to suggest that even understanding the room's function is part of the puzzle. That's so great. Some become increasingly difficult as you solve them, evolving over time as you progress. Spreading your legs. Sorry, spreading your wings. I cracked myself up. The final type of room we cover in this issue is the spread room. These floor plans enable the architect to spread out items among many rooms. When items are spread, they're only placed in currently active rooms in the house. The number of items that are spread is determined by the number of rooms on your estate. Waiting until your house is bigger provides larger spreads. Strategies that employ spread rooms often center around travel and backtracking. And conference room. Word from the editor. I wanted to use this segment to thank all our readers for the wonderful mail and feedback we've received after we sent out our first issue. It's incredibly rewarding to create something that is appreciated. It's even more rewarding to know that somewhere out there a young architect is reading our magazine and getting inspired to build something of his own that may one day in turn inspire others. When I was a child, I vividly remember the experience of reading the memoirs of the court's grand architect, Louisa T. Rayland. Louisa T. Rayland? Louisa? To say it changed me is an understatement. It had a profound effect on the way I view the world and the spaces within it. We each draft our own dreams as a child faint. Faint sketches on blurry blueprints, illegible to all, especially ourselves. And our purpose? Why, it is found hidden in the floor plans of our youth. That to me sounds like a puzzle. That to me sounds like an extra puzzle to try and solve. Okay. Well. We need to get to dining room Fruits, by the way. I keep forgetting that we have fruit. Get to... Computer. Get to greenhouse. Get to entry hall. Get out of here. We ended with resources in our pocket, but Archive kind of shut us down in terms of drafting rooms successfully. To try and get a room we have never drafted before, or an armory. All of that stuff would have been great in those last couple spots, but we just didn't ever get there. That's okay though. So from here, there's a banana. We have so many footsteps. Security, green. We also need to stop by workshop. So I'm going to go there first before we go and lose any of our items. Can we add any of these things together? Broken lever and sledgehammer plus a battery pack equals a power hammer. One of those. However, we're looking for other items. Sleeping mask with nothing. Salt with nothing. Coin purse with... Coin purse and rabbit's foot equals lucky purse. Holy shit. This is why we came here. Plus rabbit foot equals lucky purse. That would mean there is one more left. I'm about to make it. However, before I do, let's quickly check. Is rabbit's foot used on anything else? Does not appear. No. Okay, let's make it. That's amazing. That's amazing. What does it do? So... doubles all the money you find. Holy shit. That's crazy. Doubles all the money you find. That's great. Okay. So anything else here? No. So the only other item we have here is a power hammer. We could make it. We could also avoid it for just a second until we go do our other stuff and see where that takes us, which is probably what I'm leaning towards. Can I break this thing with just a normal sledgehammer? The thing inside of... insert disc. Forgot. We got to do this. What are we going to upgrade? Cloister. Okay. Cloister is currently costly. And only at... whoa! Whoa! What the fuck? That's so metal. Raise your luck with each green room you draft from this cloister. AKA more likely to find items. Find an extra item in each bedroom you draft from this cloister. You could not make me do that. I would not select that given the choice. Gain 4 dice from for each dead-end room that you will draft from this cloister. The problem is it changes the color. The problem is it changes the color. It's no longer a green room, meaning I can no longer secret passage to it in the same way. Meaning I can no longer... The dice would be amazing, though. The dice would be amazing. But I can't, like... It increases the likelihood of other red rooms, I believe. I think every red... I don't know if this is a fact or if it's something I've gotten stuck in my head. That every red room you draft increases the likelihood of other red rooms. Or if that's just the one. Furnace or whatever. Maybe it's every green room makes every other green room more likely. I don't know. This is low cost, low reward. This is high cost, high reward. I like the idea of Cloister of Rena, and so I'm just going to do it. I may regret that. A person who has more guts than me would pick the red room one, but I don't have a lot of guts. So what can I say? Okay. Please. No, I don't want a broken lever. I want a sledgehammer. Okay. It does not appear to work the way I thought it was going to, so we're going to go make a power hammer. We'll be right back. It's a goddamn good thing we lucked out and built a power hammer, huh? Okay, so the specific description is that it will break down brick walls. Oh my god, we really lucked out today. Patio directly into archives to find that birth certificate. Workshop directly into greenhouse to allow us to knock this down. What are we going to find here? Is it an extra lever? My kind of guess is an extra lever. No. Oh, baby. What the fuck? It's a book. And it's a junction. Oh, we're not done yet. We can keep drafting. That's crazy. The original gardener's logbook. She loves me. She loves me not. She loves me. She loves me not. Is this about Bridget? Did they have something going on there? What the fuck is happening here? This is amazing. I literally have gardening book. We'll call this gardening book 2. Gardening book 2 in my notes. So it's right beside the front one, the first one. So now this makes me want to look for this symbol around the game and see if they see if it appears in any specific ways. Okay, February 1990 to when I get fired. This is a record of my many indiscretions and lapses of judgment. Should this logbook ever be found, know that my guilt is exceeded only by my failings. As the groundkeeper of a vast estate, it is my responsibility. This is the part that is not written by the author, by handwritten. To ensure the property remains well-maintained and beautiful all year round. From the many green rooms of the manor to the sprawling lawns, it is my duty to attend to every aspect of the grounds, ensuring they are orderly, presentable, and accessible so that they may be appreciated by both guests and the family. That would be the day. This logbook, so I think I read that as the author is upset at themselves. I basically won't keep I won't be able to keep it orderly, presentable, and accessible. This logbook, many years overdue, will serve as a record of some of my duties, discoveries, and contributions I've made to the estate over the many years I've served here. And however many more are yet to come, not many apparently. Scratched out. So I believe this is probably Nogula, right? This is Nogula. I'm like 99% sure. February 25th, 1990. A few months ago, I made a truly remarkable discovery in my role of Mount Holly horticulturalist. Through years of breeding and experimentation, I created a new species of flower with a fruit that resembles a gemstone in every detail. Though the fruit is not edible, it is nevertheless a marvel of nature, possessing all the beauty and brilliance of a genuine jewel, but with the added benefit of being entirely organic. Despite the creation of this flower being my proudest accomplishment to date, my joy was slightly curbed when I was informed by Randolph Moore that my employer's company, Cinca, had decided to deny my request to announce my discovery to the public. Completely disregarding my years of hard work and dedication to this project, this decision was absolute rubbish. I mean, yeah, makes sense. I've poured my heart and soul into this project, investing countless hours of research and experimentation to create something truly extraordinary. I feel this flower has the potential to make a significant impact on the field of horticulture. Feels like such a waste to keep a gem like this hidden away for, quote, further research. As I suspected, they wanted the flower to serve primarily as a cheap way to produce resources for special floor plans. October 21st. 8 months later, the same year. I had high hopes for this logbook, but I've struggled to find a reason to add another entry. My employer's decision earlier this year has left me feeling disheartened. I find it difficult to find the motivation to continue my work. Many of the plants are dead. Yeah. I'm aware my disappointment is affecting my performance. I'm reminded of that daily when I see the houseplants slowly dying as I make my rounds. Perhaps I should quit. I really, really should have. So is this... So wait. This is... Denny commenting back on his own writing years later. I understand. That's obvious in hindsight. January 8th, a couple months later. My ambition has been reignited. I overheard, perhaps, with some prodding, that the employee contracts for the staff are kept within the Baron's private office on the 10th rank. I've been there, room 46. I did not see employee contracts. A fact I found quite remarkable considering the house only has 9 ranks. This all but confirms the long-held suspicion that the rumored 46th room is in fact north of the antechamber, a suspicion I had always considered too obvious to be plausible. As much as I wish to abandon all pretense of caring about my job to focus on this new project, I fear I must resume my gardening duties for the sake of appearances. It has, after all, been a long time since the north side of the house has received the groundskeeper's undivided attention. Let's trim the hedges. See what we find. Okay. What did I just read right there? Weight room sealed? Is that this? You motherfucker. There's another one? Right under my nose? Weight room sealed. Greenhouse weight room sealed. If there is a 10th rank, it is impossible to perceive its existence from the outside. So if it does exist, then I'm going to assume that reaching it can only be done through the antechamber. Sadly, security has only gotten tighter in the years after Mary's disappearance. That room is no longer locked behind regular doors that can be opened by regular keys. No, that would be too easy. Instead, the Baron has remote access levers installed in different rooms of the house. Funny enough, I already know the location of 3 of the levers, as one was recently installed in the greenhouse, another 2 installed in the secret garden. It's almost like they were choosing green rooms just to tempt me. Antechamber lever locations. Secret garden, mechanarium, which I have never been to. Great hall, secret garden, sealed. Greenhouse, weight room, sealed. It appears each antechamber door has one primary access lever in addition to a redundancy in another location, which is good because the greenhouse one is fucking broken. Are we about to find that out? Resealed? March 10th, a couple months later. Although these past few months of exploration have yet to yield the fruit I seek, I have in that time gained a much greater mastery of the estate and have stolen many glimpses behind the black curtain that veils her many secrets. I love this language. And I love that there was somebody who came before us that tried to discover these secrets. Among the more exciting of my recent finds was the discovery of a hidden chamber in one of the outer rooms. Okay. Hold up. Hidden chamber in one of the outer rooms, sealed shut behind a false wall. The stale quality of the air and the unmistakable... You're talking outer rooms? Like outdoors rooms? Like schoolhouse, etc.? The stale quality of the air and the unmistakable aroma of corroded metal led me to believe this chamber has remained sealed for many decades. Within it, I found a large vat and a copper still. Their time-worn surface is streaked with creeping veins of oxidation and rust. Does Hovel have that? There's dynamite and trading post. Is there a distilling system in Shelter? I'm confused. It's probably Hovel, right? But I don't remember a distilling system that is rusted. I'm unsure if these instruments can be restored to working conditions. If they can, I may yet find a use for the sugar beets and potato stores. Rotting away in the root cellar. It's in the root cellar? Resealed in January after deal in Reddington fell through. AKA the car, the garage. Okay, so we need to check out. Our to-do list now says check out root cellar distillers. There's a garage note. Nope, not that one. Drop off address. Goods are secure in the trunk. Unload, get back here before noon. This is the distilling that happens. Denny Ravane already has payment ready. Yeah. Okay. I forgot Denny was mentioned in that. So Denny got them working. Distilled stuff. Tried to sell it in Reddington. Something went bad. Oh, baby, the inner sanctum. At last, I have finally discovered a location of one of the north levers. It is one of the north levers. It is deep. It is deep underground in a location so far removed from any of the estate's plant life that, had I been discovered, I would have been completely vulnerable without any excuse but curiosity to offer my captor. One second. Let me just look at a note on my computer. I really lose steam sometimes playing this game in the best way, but like after 2 hours of thinking about stuff, I just go, oh boy, or 3 or 4 hours as I record multiple episodes back to back. But this suggests two levers for the north door, which is interesting to me. As anxious as I was to pull it, I have decided to wait until the Baron is away, as it reduces the risk of being caught significantly. Once he leaves, I don't think that a delay in returning will be too hard to engineer now that Kristoff is under my thumb and beholden to do whatever I command. So Kristoff, the car man, aka with the note from garage from the car, has something to do with that. For some reason, Kristoff's under his thumb. Well, there's no turning back now. In August, after finally reaching the objective I had been working towards the last 4 months, I made an impulsive decision in the heat of the moment and took more than just my contract. I found something that I knew I could give me the chance to make back some of the money. So you're the one who blackmailed to make some of the money I felt was owed to me, and I grabbed the opportunity without really considering the consequences. Denny, I know, was fired for stealing mail. I think he grabbed the 8 letters, the red letters. Given that there is now only one missing file in the staff contracts, I have unwittingly left an incriminating trail leading back directly to me. My only hope is that they consider it too obvious to be plausible. I'm almost positive I'm not going to get away with it, but at this point I feel I owe it to myself to get what's coming to me one way or another. And that is the end. So you stole the things, stole the mail, wrote the red correspondence envelopes. You see that? Red correspondence envelopes. Then, did you write the letter that says, like, hey, pay me 100 gold for each letter or whatever? That's got to be the case, right? We're going to go back to weight room immediately. And I'll come back here in a second and draft. Because I got to see what this thing does. I feel like I was just looking at weight room to see if there was a brick thing that could be destroyed. I gotta just keep looking closer. Something brick that can be destroyed? Because apparently I fucking missed it. That. Did I notice that or did I miss it? I don't know. It kind of looks a little different, but like not really. We found the second lever. Okay. Very cool. The destruction of structural elements of the house, like walls, is not permanent and we will reset every few days. We know that to be false unless handwritten. Why would you lie to me in this secret room? Why would you do that? And then a handwritten note, which is very interesting. The 8th and 2 hour. Save. This is part of underground map. Scrap, which is very interesting. I don't see anything else on this that is interesting to me, like a hand drawn, like a secret. I feel like I walked over here and was like, I don't see anything. I don't think I looked at that. Maybe I did. I don't know, dude. But I have been thinking recently, I feel like you got to look at where there's these weird little spaces in the rooms. Okay. I got to keep my energy up. All right, we're doing it. We're doing it. So let's go draft a couple new rooms from Greenhouse. Maybe we'll get something useful. We also need to get out of the house, go to the shrine and buy a blessing. Along the way, I will absolutely look with my jackhammer. See if I can break anything. Because I got a lot of footsteps and some time to kill. Sorry, I'm just thinking a little bit. I'm just thinking. Look at that. There is a little thing right here. Well, that wasn't there before, right? This wasn't, I mean, the doorway certainly wasn't there, but this little table wasn't there, right? Like, does walk-in closet have like a fake back to it, you know? Does pantry have... A pantry should be small. Does Nook have secrets? Does, like, bunk room have secrets? Does bedroom closet have stuff behind it? Drafting studio? Okay, just looking around for extra stuff, especially of the brick variety. Looking for brick stuff. Okay. From here. I needed to go the other way, didn't I? I needed to go back to the entrance hall, right? No, sorry. My brain. I'm drafting. Okay. We have 4 dice here. We do have archive, so it's going to be a little rough on that front. We should definitely just take Kochek and walk away with a win. I want to use my money so Freezer does not help us there. What item do I put in there? Power hammer? Car keys? That doesn't make sense. Watering can, maybe. I'm kind of debating not putting any... If I'm being freaking honest, I'm kind of debating... Oh. Coat check might... I'm picking coat check, by the way. This is the end of the run, but that's okay. I'm picking coat check. I'm removing the magnifying glass. I am checking the worst item in my inventory. Because if I check it, I can't get it. And you know what I think the worst item in my inventory is? Sleeping mask. I think now I can't get sleeping mask in a mail room like delivery or anything like that. And to me, that's a big win. Coat check isn't what you want to keep for the next run. It's what you want to avoid for the next run. That's my hot take. All right. So now we need to get out of here. And I'm considering being extra thorough with my sledgehammer and walking around the Black Bridge thing, the Black Bridge Grotto. I'm considering walking basically everywhere I can. Great Hall's not going to have anything. Conservatory going to have anything? Probably not, but we can go this way because we might actually get some fruit. No, but we got a gem. Not that that matters at all. Fruit. Anything I can break in here? This is kind of brick. It's kind of cracked. It's kind of brick. Let me break it. I don't know, man. Anything else I want to visit while I'm in here? Observatory, commissary. Maybe commissary, but I don't think so. We're going to go for it. 42 steps. Oh, I forgot. Look at all these trunks. We got keys for days. I want to see... I bet somebody has done it where you've triggered like 16 trunks or 30 trunks in this room. And I really want to see what it looks like. I bet it would be really funny. Okay, in here. Apple. Anything I can jackhammer. Jackhammer or related. Really don't think so. I mean, this bedroom I do get very suspicious of just because of its shape and in particular this thing right here. But I don't think I can break it. Okay, well. That's me being paranoid. Let's get out of here. Let's go outside. We're going to buy something from the shrine. And unlock the cursed coffer. I forgot about that. Can I sledgehammer any of this? I guess before we go that way, we'll go this way. I feel like I've already made a wish today. Was that the same run or was that a different run? I can't sledgehammer any of that. I'm not seeing anything I could sledgehammer. Okay, buckle up. If you want to, feel free to skip ahead. If you don't want to see me absolutely crawl over every part of this building with my 40 steps and my sledgehammer. Because I'm about to be so thorough. More thorough than you would ever... I have a sledgehammer. I have a detector shovel. I'm just going to kind of go crazy for a second and just make sure there's nothing brick that I would not have missed. I may even go like inner sanctum. Yeah, just, I don't know, just buckle up. Like at this point, I just want to be, I want to make sure, I want to have utter confidence I haven't missed anything. I really don't think I will have, but... Can I go back here? I don't think I can. I think I have to go up on the thing. There is brick back there. Hopefully we get a good... we have 96 coins. Hopefully we get a great blessing. I mean, I don't know how many more... How many more coins you're going to get than that? 100 bells, Sandy Heights at 5. That suggests that my mom was the one doing that, right? Wait, no. Sandy Heights at 5. That's the Denny Ravane and Kristoff thing. So 100 bells tea room is where my mom disappeared from, but that's the Denny and Kristoff like reunion party or like selling whiskey or something. Okay. Something in root cellar. That's a big surprise to me. I would not have guessed that. Should I go here with the I should 100%. I would regret it if I didn't go. I would regret it. I'm gonna go here with the sledgehammer, power hammer, to make sure that that stuff that I looked at isn't sledge power hammerable. Okay, this recording has gone on too long. I gotta text my wife about coordinating childcare. Okay. Whew, long run, but a great run. Holy cow. I'll do some of the recapping right now while I'm still just running around. Patio to archives, learning that there are 2 file cabinet keys and they're not redundant. They don't unlock the same thing. Backside of greenhouse, secret lever inside of weight room. The study queen date. That feels great. What else? Upgraded cloister. I don't know how I feel about it. I used to love upgrade discs. Now I'm not so sure. They're not particularly the best upgrades you can get. That's how I feel. Learned more about Denny, that's for sure. Denny Ravane, that's for sure. What else in this run? Got conservatory, which is always a win. Truly. Added a new room from drafting studio and immediately checked it out. That's the chest thing. We know that. Okay, we've been here twice. We've been here in so many recent episodes, but gotta check things out. We know about... we added some stuff to our list to do. Oh, this is great that we came down here because I forgot. I needed to bring a magnifying glass to this. Let's go. Also, potentially to the inner sanctum. I was going to take it to the postcard. That's fantastic. Take the magnifying glass to the postcard. Okay. Does not appear that they want to let me jackhammer through this. That's okay, though. I thought maybe, and I thought wrong. Nothing here gets jackhammered. Power hammered. Simon's probably a little young to get hammered. Okay. So let's go ahead and take a look at this with our magnifying glass. This says, first off, this says Learson Gallery, by the way. We just learned from our history who Learson is. We remembered. Moonside Courtyard, quietly hidden on the west end of the grounds, tucked away from the bustle of the guided museum crowds. Learson Hall, the restored original home of Prince Learson, donated to the city of Finn upon his death, now serves as the Royal Museum's beautiful West Annex. So this is safe house, map, close-up 1. Parking lot west for special events of a certain magnitude. The lot west is open to serve for overflow parking should the main south lot be at maximum capacity. That Saks is hitting it. The closed exhibits, both Learson Hall and the main concourse, feature a number of, quote, closed exhibits which are reserved for an upper tier of elite patronage and are not currently open to the public for admission. Garden pathway. Enjoy a leisurely stroll on one of our many winding garden pathways, which can be accessed from both the west and south entry, are free to use without ticket purchase. This writing makes me nervous, because it makes me feel like I am eventually going to be replaying the game I'm playing with the Royal Museum of the Grand City of Finn. Does that make sense? Like, the fact that there's, like, interesting stuff going on here, security system controls. Oh, that's because of the closed exhibit room. That is a room that I can get. So this is telling you, hey, that's what that says. I get it now. I'm going to be drafting closed exhibit soon, and the security system controls are going to be right there. Okay. Like, it's a room that I'm going to have to solve eventually. How deep does this fucking game go? What's going on? Further west, the Royal Museum's dedicated and now defunct train station. Sits and has been converted into a restaurant for our patrons to enjoy after visiting the museum. Oh boy. Museum main concourse. We know from a Rumpus Room image that we will be waiting in a train station someday. Could it be this one? I don't know. Museum main concourse. Ascend the historic steps and be a part of history. The Royal Museum's main concourse, built on the former estate of Prince Learson, has served as the realm's central hub of art and culture for over 100 years. Public exhibits. 1 ticket grants you access to all of the Royal Museum's public exhibits, most of which celebrate a legacy of artists and paintings showcasing the royal color, red. Yeah, no shit. Y'all are obsessed. Anything else that up here. That benefits from a magnifying glass. It's mostly this stuff up here. The Tiskin Monument. A monument of the victorious King Tiskin, adorned with sword, shield, and wings, made to commemorate the end of the war of the 5th era. So Tiskin is different than Teskin, right? Isn't Teskin with an E the person I was thinking of? General Teskin? Open to the general public. The museum grounds host a variety of verdure, aka greenery, as well as a number of sculpted pieces of contemporary art. We ask that guests please confine their exploration to the pathways. Okay. Magnifying glass done. Get me out of here. Where to next? Is it worth taking the jackhammer to... I need to take the magnifying glass to the postcard. I want to examine the postcards and make sure that they appear on my sledgehammer. Make sure that they appear on my God damn it! What's the word? In the library. In the library, there's the thing that says that shows you the stamps that you've picked up before. Oh, sorry. I know we're going kind of slow here at the end, but we're just we're being thorough now at the cost of wondering about something later. So, okay. None of this is broken. I would highly doubt that it could be hit with a jackhammer, but why not test it, right? Why not look around? Okay, this is the Mora Ja. No. This does say Arenda. Okay, cool. There's one. I wonder if these will be 8 different stamps. You know what I mean? They probably will be. I probably don't need to worry about grabbing the stamps, as these will be the places where the stamps are. Like, I was thinking I needed to sort of magnifying glass the stamps throughout the run as I encounter different letters, like in the mailroom. I think it's actually probably just related to 8 different postcard stamps. I haven't solved this one. This one I have. Just looking, not seeing anything. This is a stamp there's no way I've seen. There's a Raja Arai. A-R-E-I. It says R-E-W-V-E-N, and then it says the exact same thing backwards. The something Itares Yena. Okay. As if we needed something else to do today on this run. Let's entertain our curiosity. This is an Arajan puzzle, as an Arajan language. Then is the end of. Nev is the start of. Ru-vin and Nev-ru means the end of something, the start of something. Do I know what it's saying this end and start of? Nope, not at all. Would I know if I went through the Classroom 8 puzzles? Probably. Okay. So, with that done, I would say that we have examined that stamp with a magnifying glass, so I'm hoping that that means that they will let us, nothing out here, right? No, it's just a glimpse. I don't think there's anything in there. We're going to skip that for now. We'll come back if we need to some future day. All of the Arajan, the speaking Arajan puzzles, or writing Arajan puzzles, understanding Arajan puzzles, are very overwhelming to me. I think it'll be easier. I just need to take a look at it and sort of take a look at the worksheets, but for now they just overwhelm me a little bit. Okay. We are good here, good here. Go down here. We got study. Did we end up getting office, by the way? We did not, so we cannot change our chess puzzle. So that's done. I should probably go down that. I think these need lit. They probably need lit. That's to me the obvious thing. Right? They're the only thing down here that it looks like is accessible, and I also have never seen these anywhere else. Light torches in tunnel. I also don't know if I wrote down... light dynamite fuse. That's what that suggests to me. So let's go ahead and go down the elevator. I've done this before with the jackhammer because this is how I got the thing in the chest room. But oh, I need a nap. I need coffee and I need a nap. This is one of those gaming sessions where I'm going to get up from the game and look at the real world and be like, oh my god, I'm seeing blueprints everywhere. Seeing it everywhere. And nothing that like looks like it can be broken here. I mean, I don't need to say anything about it right now. It's just confusing to me. That puzzle over there, it's just confusing. I have a couple letters. I've got 4 letters outside of those 6. That's it. But okay, pop in here. Doesn't work there. This is our torch chamber. Be cool if I could break the... Oh, look. These are the same. These are the same. Those are lit. Oh, those are the exact same braziers. Be cool if I could break this down from this side. Okay. I need to get the torch. And then test that out and see what happens. So over here, I don't think there's going to be anything. We're just trying to be thorough. There is brick up here. Brick. Water. Okay. All right, now we go to Blackbridge Grotto / my tent, the orchard. You're just getting an extra long episode today. If it's boring to you, you don't gotta watch. I guess I could stop recording and just tell you if I found anything, but right now I'm having fun kind of just being very thorough, and then you'll know that I checked it, you know? You'll know that I checked down here. You'll know that I checked over here. All right. And I just had that idea about the torches down in that little tunnel. So, you know, that's something that wouldn't happen if I wasn't recording. Probably. Oh, my back hurts. From carrying this game too hard. Wait, what? Can I break the bird baths with the jackhammer? That'd be fun. Okay. Over here. Anything breakable here? Breakable in any interesting ways? These look broken. I forgot we were going to check these. Oh, boy, I forgot. Okay. So what were we going to try? Probably before we were going to try Randolph Moore, which is M-O-O-R. R? We're in, baby! What the hell? Oh, my God. Why did I not think about this last time? Circle that. Let's go. Network settings. Terminal timeout settings. The timeout settings control how long a computer terminal stays connected to the network without disconnecting from the server. The default setting, immediate, requires a new connection each time the user attempts to log into the network. Okay. We can turn all the mail on. That's exciting. Check connection off-site. Inbound, outbound connections in electronic mail communications outside of the local network have been temporarily disabled. I don't understand what most of that means, but I do think we're probably going to have mail at each of the computers, which will be very cool to read. We've had mail at the office. Maybe they'll all be the same mail. I don't know. But what is the benefit of this? Let's set it to a month and just see what happens. User database. Oh, we're learning. Kimberly Thompson, admin access. Randolph Moore, admin access. Baba, personal access. Key expired. Denny Ravane, key expired. How did Denny Ravane get access? Plus 3 additional people. Ann Babbage, personal access house manager. Account created, last logged in. Most drafted room is the office. Personal notes, author, personnel notes. Author of all personnel notes. Okay. Lead lab technician for Cinca, set up estate terminals and Blackbridge network. Last logged in 9/1/93. Kimberly Thompson, 8/1/93. Recent transfer from Cinca, former executive assistant to H.S. Sinclair. Former executive assistant trusted with full admin privileges. Now that's interesting. Former executive assistant? Why have we not heard that? Ruota. Servants' quarters. That's where you lived, right? Baron's valet for 20 years, substituting for Mr. Moore until we find a suitable assistant admin. Former groundskeeper. Logs in 92. Terminated March of 92 for suspicion of blackmail and not watering the plants. I love that list. Okay. Those are dates that we're going to need eventually, but I'm not screenshotting anything right now. I'm too tired. I'm too... Admin logs. The last cables have finally... Oh, boy. Okay, we're going to read this on another day. We're going to come back and read all this on another day. We're going to come back to all of this on another day. I am running out of time to record. And so we got lots of stuff to read. We know that we can get in. That's what's most important. That's something that will be there every day. We can go for it, which is great. So, jackhammer. Does it work on anything? I'd kind of like to take the jackhammer into the tomb. Not to do any grave digging, but just to see if there's anything down there. Okay, nothing here. Let's go to basically my tent area, and then we will call it a day. Holy cow. Holy cow. Okay, we're looking. Anything? We're keeping our eyes open. I think that's probably just the way to town, if I had to guess. There were some birds there. Gonna say we had a dig spot back here. Nothing particularly else of note, but there is a stone wall over here. There's also a sundial, which I keep forgetting about. What's the deal? With the sundial. And this is the fake gardener's logbook. Do you think this is a clue that Denny Ravane shouldn't have had access to the crown, though, right? Just the letters. Like, he stole the letters, right? Why the fuck is that thing there? I'm so curious about that. I don't know. I've been curious about it since day one. All right, final thing. Those don't particularly look like they are. Like the jackhammer is going to work in here. But it'd be really great to break something in here and get more gems each day. That'd be cool. I like gems. I'd love to have more of them. Nothing. Okay, cool. That's going to do it for this episode. I couldn't possibly squeeze more into this episode, even if I wanted to, mostly because I really got to pee and I got to go pick up my kid. Thanks so much for watching. Did we have a break room? We do not have a break room. So we can't end in break room. We also do not have a planetarium. So we can just end wherever we want, which I'm going to... we didn't go to the shrine! If I pee my pants live on camera, it'll just be a sign of how devoted I am to this game. I'll keep you updated. Sometimes I like to get a little risky, and when I have to pee my pants, I'll still take a sip of water for my drink, just to be like, you think you control me, bladder? I'm in charge here. Hey, you hung around this long for this episode. If you didn't want to hear it, too bad. No, I'm forever grateful for if you're still watching this far into the episode. I'm forever grateful. Thank you for your attention. Thanks for hanging out with me. Can I break one of these so that I can actually cross that little path? Okay. Shrine. That looks breakable, right? You have a bad feeling about this? Are you sure you want to do it? Uh-oh. That ominous feeling persists. Better think twice before proceeding. You foolishly picked up the deadly stone cursed effigy. My curiosity is literally too great. I can't not pick it up. Curse mode is now unlocked. Also, you are cursed. You can now select curse mode when starting a new game file. Am I actually cursed? Fuck. Each time you draft a bedroom, lose one step. Each time you draft a hallway, lose a key. Each time you draft a green room, lose a gem. Each time you draft a shop, lose a coin. Each time you draft a red room, lose all of the above. Is that just for today? 2 more days? Fuck. Wait, but that's just today and 1 more day, right? Oh my god, that's gonna be bad. It's okay. It's okay. No, that's the worst part of it. Can I put it back? Can I put it back? I can't get the... Oh, you've got to be kidding me. I can't get a blessing and a curse at the same time. That's really funny. That's really funny. And it's only 2 days, so it's really not a big deal. That's really funny. I wonder what would have happened if I would have got the blessing first. Would it have ruined my blessing? That would have been worse. As is, I still can't do anything with my coins, which sucks, but... That's correct. Come on. Let me jackhammer it. Let me knock down a tree so I can cross this water and see the other side. All right, cool. That's going to do it for this episode. Thanks so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it. I will see you guys very soon for more. Until then, Have a great rest of your day. We'll call it. And tomorrow, I guess we're cursed. I was really hoping it only lasted for the day that you got it. I'd have been like, this is great. I got it right at the end of the day. Got a new room. Let's go. All right. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.